All right, welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really going to dig into what makes like a master teacher, that kind of figure that, everyone was like, wow, how do they do that?
Yeah.
We've got Robin R. Jackson's book, Never Work Harder Than Your Students. It's a fantastic look at really getting to the heart of what exceptional teaching is, not just good, but like exceptional.
Right. Right.
And for you, the learner listening in, I think we all want those aha moments,
Right.
those
Yeah.
key insights, but without drowning in a sea of theory.
Yeah.
So our mission here is cut through the noise, give you practical stuff you can actually use.
That's the goal.
Right out the gate, this book asks a question that I think is relevant in almost any field.
Yeah, for sure.
Is great teaching, is it a gift? Like some people are
Mm.
just born with it.
Yeah.
Or is it a skill? Can it be learned, broken down into principles anyone can grasp?
Right.
Jackson, she starts off actually leaning towards the gift idea.
It's interesting because, yeah, she describes early on in her career seeing these master teachers,
Right. You seen
almost
all.
feeling like it's magic, you know? Like, how are they doing this?
It is. You watch someone command a room, whether it's with, knowledge or just presence,
Mm-hmm.
and you think, man, they're just wired differently.
You think if I just stand next to them long enough, maybe it'll rub off on me.
Right. And Jackson even talks about feeling that, like maybe if I'm near these amazing teachers.
Yeah.
But her work, getting out there, being an educational consultant, seeing tons of teachers, all different situations.
Right. A wide range. Right.
It led her to this honestly very empowering realization.
Yes.
While some folks may have natural tendencies,
Sure.
masterful teaching, it's not some mysterious talent you're born with. It's built on understanding and using consistently core principles.
Yes.
And that's the exciting part.
Right.
It means with focus, with the right approach, it is within reach.
For anyone.
And she frames this around what she calls a master teacher mindset.
Yes, exactly.
So what makes this mindset different? Like, what are the hallmarks?
It's a distinct way of approaching teaching,
Hmm.
how you think about your students, your role, the whole journey.
Okay.
It's less about having all the answers up front and way more about constantly asking insightful questions,
Interesting.
the right questions.
Hmm.
Those guide you to the information, the strategies that you need in that moment.
It's like in any field, the questions are often more valuable than having a fixed set of answers, right?
Exactly,
It
exactly.
guides your investigation.
Like a master teacher might be asking themselves constantly, what specific obstacles are my students facing right now with this concept, and how can I adjust my approach?
I see. So it's focused on their role, understanding where the learners are struggling.
Yeah, very much so.
Not just, here's the information, get it.
Right.
This mindset, it also really emphasizes teaching in a way that plays to your strengths, your style,
Yes,
not being a copycat of someone else, no matter how awesome they are.
absolutely. But, and this is key, that personal style needs to be tailored to how your students learn best.
Right. It has to connect.
No single right way.
It's adaptable.
Adapt, yeah.
And I bet a big part of this mindset is also that constant reflection, examining what you're doing.
Oh, absolutely. Jackson is adamant about that.
Yeah.
Thoughtful, ongoing reflection.
Yeah.
It's where you uncover those hidden assumptions you have about teaching, learning.
Oh, interesting.
You can spot weaknesses in how you're doing things, refine your methods.
So it's not just if you have time at the end of the day kind of thing.
No, master teachers, they see reflection as a core part of getting better.
Essential to the process.
Absolutely.
So we've got this master teacher mindset, asking sharp questions, using your style, but tuned to the students, and always reflecting.
Yeah, those are the big pieces.
The book then goes into specific principles supporting this mindset. Where does Jackson start us off?
With a really fundamental one. Start where your students are. Now, this isn't just about their prior knowledge of the subject.
Yeah.
It's a broader understanding of them as people. She brings in the work of William Sedlacek, who talks about the currencies students bring into the learning environment.
Currencies, that's a catchy term.
It is.
What does she mean by that exactly?
Sedlacek's research found these non-cognitive traits, they actually predict academic success really well. Things like
Yeah.
social competence, leadership, how you deal with setbacks, realistic self-assessment, that kind of thing.
Fascinating.
Jackson takes this and expands it. It's the whole range of strengths, talents, interests, even dislikes that each student walks in with.
So it's acknowledging they have a ton of assets already. They're not blank slates.
Right, exactly.
They're on empty vessels.
And the big thing here is identifying two sets of currencies. The ones that you the teacher, the expert in your field, you value in your context,
Ice.
and then the ones your students actually have.
Okay, so there can be a gap there.
Often there is.
What happens when there's that mismatch?
If students don't have or don't realize the value of the currencies you prioritize, they're going to struggle.
Makes sense.
They might not engage, might not succeed.
It's like trying to use the wrong type of money in a different country.
Yeah, good analogy.
So you're saying in that situation, you've got two paths.
Right.
Help students get the currencies you value, or help them see the value of what your classroom offers,
That's it.
even if it's connecting it back to what they're already good at.
Right. Building those bridges.
Can you give me some, like, real-world examples of these alternate currencies and how to spot them?
Sure. Imagine a student not great at written work, but amazing in group projects, super resourceful, collaborative.
Oh, yeah.
Those are currencies.
Useful skills.
Or a kid who bombs presentations, but is a natural storyteller, captivating their friends.
Yeah, I get it.
That narrative talent, that's a currency.
Interesting.
To find these, Jackson suggests in-depth talks with parents.
Okay.
Questionnaires that go beyond just grades, asking about hobbies, what they do outside school,
Getting the full picture.
and creating classroom activities where students can share their experiences.
So you're looking beyond the traditional academic metrics.
Yes, very intentionally.
Once you've spotted these different currencies, what then?
Then it's about supporting students to either develop new ones, the ones valued in your setting, or, and this is huge, helping them see how their existing strengths are tools for success in that environment.
Right, not making them feel like they got to completely change who they are.
Exactly. Jackson uses this analogy of code switching, becoming bicultural almost.
Code switching, like changing how you talk depending on who you're with.
Yes, she tells this story about how she naturally used a different dialect with friends than she did as a teacher.
Interesting.
And it made her think, if I, as an adult, can do this, why am I expecting kids to only operate in one mode?
That's a good point.
It's about helping them understand and navigate the language of the dominant culture, the expectations of the academic world.
But not discounting their own background.
Not at all. It's like equipping them with more tools so they can succeed in more places.
More versatile.
Exactly. She talks about us as educators being navigators for our students in unfamiliar territory, helping them acquire different kinds of capital.
I like that.
And she gives some try this activities.
Oh, wait. Oh,
One is to identify where students have expertise, even outside your subject,
okay.
and bring that into the classroom. Another is model your own thinking process out loud.
Show them how you problem solve.
Yes, and then have them try different approaches, ones that fit their strengths.
I see.
And last, design activities where exploring multiple perspectives is built in, different viewpoints are valued.
Those are really solid, practical tips.
That's what we're going for.
So we've got to start by understanding where our learners are at.
Yep.
What's the next big principle in this master-teacher mindset journey?
It's all about the destination. Know where your students are going. This one emphasizes really understanding those learning goals.
More than just reading what's on the curriculum, right?
Yeah. Jackson says you got to go deeper, unpack the standards to their core.
Unpack the standards.
Like, figure out the content goals, the knowledge, the
Yep.
facts, and the process goals, the skills they should be able to do after.
So what they know and what they can do with that knowledge.
Exactly. Say a science standard is about experimental design.
Okay.
That's content. But the process might be, can they independently design an experiment to test something?
Makes sense. Knowing versus doing.
It's like, you can't guide someone on a trip if you don't know where they're going.
Right. A map without a destination.
And it's not enough to just have those big overarching goals.
Got it.
Jackson says, break them down into smaller, manageable pieces.
Bite-sized steps.
Think of it as a trajectory to mastery with checkpoints along the way.
Okay.
She suggests using rubrics, very clear outlines of different skill levels,
Mm-hmm.
or assigning points to each step in a complicated process.
So everyone knows where they're at.
Transparency.
Yeah.
She also talks about how crucial it is to align the activities you do with those goals.
So it's not just, this is fun, let's do it.
Right.
It's got to connect back.
She tells this story, a group of teachers planning cool activities around shapes.
Okay.
But they realized those activities didn't actually make students use coordinate geometry, which was the real objective.
Oh, so they were off track.
Yeah, it's easy to fall into that trap, doing what's familiar or just what's always been done.
But it might not be the best way to get where you need to go.
And she even asks, does every activity need a matching goal,
Interesting.
especially in high-stakes environments like schools tied to test scores?
Yeah.
She says prioritize what will most effectively get students to those essential objectives.
So fun stuff maybe, but don't let it derail the main progress.
That's the key.
And communicating these goals to the learner is huge, right?
Absolutely.
Mm.
She had this story about a student, Damon, who flat out asked, what's the point of this assignment?
That's a good student.
It highlights why you got to explain the why behind the work.
Show the connection.
When students see how an activity links to the bigger picture, they're more invested.
They own it more.
Yeah, and it helps you as the instructor to check, is this task truly meaningful?
It's a good gut check.
It is.
So being open about the goals and how the activities help reach those goals, that gets students on board.
It builds that sense of purpose.
And Jackson gives some practical tips here too, right?
She does. Those try this activities.
Always helpful.
Like, regularly ask students, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Have discussions about the goals right at the start.
Okay.
Connect new learning back to what they already know. Communicate goals to parents.
Keeping everyone in the loop.
And even have students track their own progress.
That's a good one. Helps them see the movement.
It does.
So many good strategies.
Practical is key.
We've talked about knowing where students are at and where we want them to end up.
The starting point and the destination.
What's the third essential piece of this master-teacher mindset?
It's expect to get your students there. Now, this might sound simple, like just being positive.
Yeah, like you can do it
Yeah.
kind of thing.
But Jackson goes deeper, especially when teachers worry about those students who seem unmotivated or lack basic skills.
That's a real concern. You think, can they actually get there?
And that's where the usual idea of the Pygmalion effect, higher expectations leading to better results,
Right, we've all heard that.
it kind of falls short.
Oh, interesting.
Jackson has this really insightful take on it.
Okay, lay it on me.
She says, the real power of Pygmalion isn't just about believing in the student's potential. It's about the teacher's belief in their own ability to guide those students to mastery.
So it's less about I believe in you and more about I believe in me to help you.
Yes. Think of Professor Higgins in the play, or a sculptor.
Okay.
They don't just believe in the raw material, they believe in their skill to shape that material.
So if a teacher doubts their students, it might be more about doubting their own teaching skills, not the kids themselves.
That's a big takeaway. When an educator is unsure if students can achieve something, they might be saying, without realizing it, I'm not sure I can teach them this well enough.
That's a huge mindset shift.
It is.
It's about focusing on your agency as the instructor.
Exactly what you can do.
Think as an example, right?
Yeah, Catherine, the algebra teacher.
Okay.
At first she was like, my students just can't get this.
Yeah, I've been there.
But she shifted her focus. Instead of their limits, it became, what can I do to help?
I like that.
She started addressing their missing foundation skills.
And it worked.
Students got way better.
So it's that change from they can't to how can I empower them?
Exactly. And to help with this, while still being realistic, Jackson brings in the Stockdale paradox.
Hadn't heard of that one.
It's this idea, have unwavering faith you'll reach your goals,
Okay.
but also confront the brutal facts of where you're at right now.
So no sugarcoating.
No, it's not blind optimism, it's resilient belief.
You know you'll get there, but you see the hard parts too.
And she talks about how our values as teachers play a role here.
Makes sense. What you believe in fuels you.
Taking time to reflect on why you teach, what you truly value in learning,
Yeah.
that strengthens your belief in your ability to make a difference.
It gives you that inner compass.
It does. She also points out our beliefs are like a filter, right? They affect how we see things.
Like rose-colored glasses or the opposite?
She gives an example, 3 teachers, all watching the same group of students reading below grade level.
Okay.
Each teacher interprets it differently, plans their next steps completely differently based on their beliefs about student potential and their own skills.
Wow, same situation, totally different views.
It all comes back to mindset.
And she's got another story, right?
Yeah, about Laura, the teacher who went all out to find a different way for Jack, a student who struggled with tests
Okay.
to show he understood geography. Jack didn't fit the usual mold, but Laura believed she could find a solution. And she did.
That's awesome. That's persistence.
So this third principle, it's about shifting from focusing on student limitations to believing in your own ability to get them to mastery.
And being realistic about the challenges.
Right, and having that strong connection to why you teach, what you value.
It's almost like the biggest obstacle isn't the student, it's our own self-doubt.
Powerful stuff.
To get started with this, Jackson says 2 things.
Okay.
Raise your values, stay connected to what matters in education,
Yes.
and raise your beliefs. Face the tough facts, but keep that faith in your ability. Inner strength and outer awareness working together.
You got it.
These 3 principles, starting with where students are, knowing the clear destination, and believing you can get them there.
Foundation.
They seem so fundamental to this master-teacher mindset.
And the book goes deeper, right? More strategies, more ways to put this into action.
Yeah, she talks about supporting students proactively, using feedback that really helps them grow, prioritizing quality over quantity, and that idea of never work harder than your students, which is about getting them engaged, owning their learning.
All of it builds on what we've talked about today.
It's been a fascinating deep dive into Jackson's book.
I agree.
It's clear becoming a great teacher, or really mastering anything where you're guiding others. It's not just about techniques, it's about mindset and consistently using these principles.
And for you, the learner, even if you're not a teacher, this stuff applies.
Oh, for sure.
Think about understanding the currencies of your colleagues, your team.
Yeah, their strengths, their approaches.
Setting clear goals in your projects, believing in your ability to reach them.
It's about leadership, in a sense.
It is. Those core concepts, they run through so much of what we do.
So take some time to think about this. Where are you focusing your energy right now? Are you really seeing the strengths around you?
Good questions.
Working towards clear goals?
Yeah.
And as you think about all this, here's something to ponder.
Okay.
Maybe the biggest key to success, whether it's with students or a team, isn't always about changing them. It's about changing our own belief in our ability to guide them.
That's a powerful thought.
A lot to unpack there.
A lot to unpack.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We hope it's given you some valuable takeaways.
Absolutely.
Until next time, The Learner, take care.
Take care.